Hi guys, this is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your energetic reading for Friday, January 15th. And today, the moon in Aries is going to be conjunct with Uranus in Aries from about 7:30 until the next day. So I want to talk a lot about this energy. Very partial to this energy, especially when we have Uranus in Aries squaring off with Pluto. So we have the moon, which is your emotions, in Aries energy. So I want to talk a little bit about a moon in Aries energy. This is very action-oriented energy. This is very impatient energy. This energy is very competitive. It can be aggressive. If it's in an ideal setting, it's like, in an ideal energy, it's like assertive instead of aggressive, but more often than not, it's very aggressive energy. It's very masculine energy. It's this energy, if it wants something, it has to have it right now. So it can be very emotionally intense today for some of you, as the moon in Aries is going to be conjunct with Uranus in Aries. Uranian energy is that energy that is very volatile, very unexpected, unpredictable energy. So some of you could have some very unpredictable incidences emotionally with people that are not working in their highest vibration. Now, in a high vibration, all of this energy can make you overly optimistic, perhaps even childlike optimistic about a goal that you desire or wish to attain. So this energy is super sweet and innocent. There's no limitation. When you have young energy like this stimulating you in a goal, this energy, it doesn't see what could go wrong. It doesn't reflect about limitation. All it sees is potential. So the ego steps easily into this energy and feels like it can easily attain it, especially with the emotional momentum aligning with ego in this energy. Saturn is not limiting or restricting you today, so you may feel in control of an outcome today. So without Saturn stepping us back and making us realistic and providing some sort of limitation in this energy has the potential to make an outcome become a reality, because you are going to be confident in this energy. You're going to think that you deserve it. You're going to lock and load on it, and there's not going to be any restraint to go after what you want. Determination will give you what you desire, and it's going to make you feel very, very determined to get it at all costs. Perhaps that is some of the energy that comes along with all of this ego-oriented energy, especially when we're talking Uranian energy. I like this energy if you are taking a look at a goal. Perhaps there's like some old concept or goal that you're trying to reestablish, or perhaps there's some energy that you're starting to realign yourself with, as the sun and Mercury and Capricorn is conjunct with Pluto. As we're having this entire dynamic, what we desire is going to be mentally supported by a past-based goal, and then we're going to want to empower ourselves. So this is very forward energy. This is the energy that it's like in, like if you watch like Mel Gibson in Patriot, which I'm kind of a Mel Gibson fan, and he just storms the hill and you're just looking at him like there's no chance of success right now, that it's just a cojones to do it. Against all odds, the confidence of that child where there's no ramification and you're done holding yourself back. This is about, I want it, I'm going to go get it. You are going to feel action-oriented, so you may decide to be straightforward and take charge of a situation. This isn't about passive aggressive ways that you go about it. This is about, I want it, I'm going to tell you I'm going to tell you the way it is. I have an Aries moon, and it is a nemesis of mine because I have no filter. You will have no filter in this energy. If you want something, you're not going to be afraid to say, this is exactly what I want, and you're going to do it. It's very delegating energy. This is no nonsense energy. This isn't skirting around some form of mental manipulation. No, heck no. This is like, this is what I want. What do you think about it? You're not scared. You're not scared in this energy. It's beautiful energy, but you can see where I'm going with it. There's an emotional intensity in this day that can go easily the wrong way. If you are not working in the highest vibration, if you are not thinking of, don't be aggressive, be assertive. Don't be ego-oriented. Think of you are aligning yourself with what you want, and you are ready to take action. But you are also very considerate, and you are thinking of others, but you are directional. So it is very hard to stay high in this vibration when there's so much energy putting a fire under your butt and just launching you like a rocket. Like, it's just crazy energy to feel if you're an empath. Lower vibration in this energy is you may not think things through before initiating action. Are you kidding me? There is no thinking through when you have your emotions aligned with your ego. In Aries energy, there's no thinking it through. There's just initiation. So God help you if you're not initiating action from an elevated perspective. Hopefully, by the time you've got to today and you've had all this goal energy build up and retrospective energy and looking at where you lost power, reassessing energy, that by the time you get to today, you're like, okay, I'm ready to take action, but I've assessed. So the goal-oriented action that you're taking is because you've had some sort of epiphany. God help you if it's just been all ego squaring, loss of power. So you're going to go take control, take power, take what you want at all costs. You don't care about the ramification, no restraint. That is definitely possible, if not probable, for some of you in this energy, or some people that you come across, right? So as we're driving, we could come across people that just cut us off because they think they're entitled to our fracking lane, right? They need to get over. They're going to get over. They don't care that you have to slam on your brakes in order for them to get over. Expect accidents to be at an all-time high. Expect ego-oriented behavior to try to find ways to take away your power. Expect people to be combative and have no restraint, no filter in the way that they correspond with you. And just know that you're having a Uranian moment in Aries. And this is very immature, if it's in a low vibration, it's not. You need to look at those people and just have compassion for where they're at and the energy that they're absorbed in. But you need to keep your energy elevated, and that will be difficult. This will be an ultimate test day of whether or not you can maintain personal power in the midst of other people's chaos and losing power and trying to understand how they distribute their power. It will be a test for you. It's kind of like if you've ever watched the movie Heroes. And when they figure out their powers and they just walk along and they do their power and they're trying to find a way to distribute and control their power. That is what's going on as the Sun and Pluto have been in conjunct, and we've got Mercury in retrograde, and all these goals and these empowerment issues and these ways that we need to learn how to find personal power in the midst of chaos, how we control our empowering abilities, how we distribute power. A lot of this, we need to learn how to control it. And in this type of energy, it can be very difficult when restraint is probably what's going to come up in a lot of your guys' day. And holy cow, it's a Friday. I love you, but it's a Friday. So hopefully you have a short day and that work isn't going to be too demanding, because it could be one of those work days where you're like, F off Friday, I'm going to go home and just escape today, because that day you barely make it home without some sort of ego-oriented situation. So lower vibration is you may not think things through completely. You may be impulsive. You may have no restraint, as I said. You may find it hard to consider the consequences of your actions. This is probably the absolute sad thing about today, is that some of you could have this ego-oriented generated response, and then there could be an absolute consequence to that you did not anticipate in the heat of the moment. Aryan energy is the heat of the moment. It is controlling others. It is very emotionally charged, and if you flip off, it's because it's going to be just your immediate response to the emotional situation without thinking of maybe what that person was going through, what led them to have the response that they had. You're not going to have this really elevated mindset in this energy, perhaps some of you. You may feel strong desire for instant gratification, and you probably might be even demanding in this energy. So this is, you might find that people are delegating orders a lot in this energy. Like, it just feels like they're short, snippet with you. And you're going to be like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, we're peers here. Like, you don't get to talk to me like that, because of course you're going to have a little Aryan energy in you too. And you're going to be like, snippy behavior, I don't respond to. And then you guys have this ego power control issue, because you know what? You don't like being delegated. You don't like being talked down to. There's a certain amount of respect that needs to be maintained in all energy. And you don't like that. It doesn't matter if somebody is having some ego-based response. They can bite your butt in this one. Like, you don't, whatever you do, this situation happens to you today, and I'm just warning you that it could. You need to elevate yourself and just look at that person and be like, loser, like Uranian moment, like, sucks to be you, but I'm so not that kind of person. And you're gonna have to find a way to maintain yourself in all of this Uranian energy. And I'm not saying it's gonna be easy, because we got a quincunx. Are you kidding me right now? We haven't had a quincunx in a while. Quincunx energy is just rawr. It's like, oh, and guess what it's in? You're gonna love this. You are. It's Mars in Scorpio. It's all masculine energy. Not only that, it's in Scorpion energy. It's dark, and it's like whip out the stinger and just launch at you with this like thing that it's been suppressing forever, and power and control struggles. And guess what? The Scorpion's going to win, because let's face it, they're evil. They're evil when they're mad. And this is angry energy. So we're going to talk about how to maintain empowerment in a situation like this, because we're going to need to elevate our thinking, right? The only way that you can maintain power in this energy is we have Uranus and Aries conjunct the moon. We're going to have to allocate our energy to Saturn. We're going to have to go to the great teacher of Saturn energy, and we're going to have to be mutable in this energy, and we're going to have to look at this from a larger perspective. We're going to have to take a look at that and think, that was an ego-oriented response. That was the lowest vibration. There was no restraint in the way that person talked to me. They delegated and they talked down to me. They don't get to take my vibration. So I'm going to walk away from this, and I'm going to elevate my experience, and I'm going to elevate my personal power in this situation. And I'm not going to let somebody take away my power just because they can't cope with lower vibrations and energy. This is what you're going to do today, if you can do it. And I'm going to say that you're going to try, because guess what, guys? After you walk away, Go party, go have a good time, release, find a positive way to distribute the anger that you feel inside of you. Or as you have, so somebody attacked you in this ego-based response, go find a way to just pleasure seek and get rid of it. That's healthy. But go, and it's very harmonious. Saturn will support this behavior as long as it's not some sort of poor coping method that makes you go drink and get drunk and do drugs or do something stupid. No, it's energy that elevates your thinking, and you're like, go do some positive meditation, go work out, go find some way to seek pleasure and keep and maintain your energy level. I do want you to be very, very mindful of the fact that because there's so much ego-oriented energy, lots of issues with power and control struggles at work, lots of issues where you may be driving or you may be walking by somebody that has some sort of Uranian moment, volatile energy. Just be mindful of the fact that people are going to have some sort of volatility to them, or you may have an angry encounter that could be quite unexpected, that you're just sitting at a stoplight and somebody cusses you out because, I don't know, that you didn't have your blinker on, or you were distracted by a text message, and they're going to be coming up to you like, mother, and they're going to be like really pissy with you. Just look at them for the Uranian moment that it is and let it go. Ego-oriented displays are probable in today for some of you. So I do apologize that you're going to have to deal with it. Explosive, volatile energy is possible. Do not lower your vibration. If somebody is trying to provoke you because they can't control their own ego, their own issues, you get to walk away from that and be like wander off energy, Venus in Sagittarius and Saturn in Sagittarius, and let them have their moment. That's their problem, not yours. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner, and I look forward to talking to you guys again tomorrow.